Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all are doing well. The time is 9:34, and this is not going to be about my trade. My trade summary I'll make at the end of the day. As of now, I've been getting a lot of questions on how are you running the bank Nifty trades because I mentioned that I'm using the help of an execution algo to run these. And secondly, so just a disclaimer, I never promote products or advocate for products. I use stuff if I think that somebody has done a good amount of work on it and it's worth giving them a shout out simply for the kind of effort that they put in and the value that it adds to me that I'm actually using it in my day-to-day trading. I make a video about it. Like for example, earlier I had made a video on console code and actually I have to make an updated video on this because there have been a bunch of changes in the product itself since I did. So I have no commercial interest for it. I paid for this product and I paid for it and I continue to use it. Similarly, I was working with a guy Amit, so I spoke to him first about a year back, and he had spent a year at that point developing something that does essentially what I do on Nifty, but on Bank Nifty, and you can configure it and. That way, even though he's away from the desk, he's working a job. His use case was I need to be able to trade that kind of a style. So he created a pretty good product. I've been testing it for a while. Once again, I paid for this product, even though it was in the testing phase. I paid for it to be hosted, and I will be paying for this product. I don't receive any commercial interest whatsoever. I will never make a single penny. Whether you approach them to buy this product now that they decide to sell it or not, I don't make any money. I just do it simply because somebody's put in effort to make a product and it is of use to me. I find value in it. I am using it myself. People see I've been posting about Bank Nifty for a while, and I think it's worth giving a shout out. It's a good product. People who want to try it out can try it out. It's up to them, right? So, what exactly is it? I will pull it up on screen. Just FYI, I've never actually done anything commercial on the internet in general. I believe all my money will be made from trading, and I don't need to make small commissions on the hard work of somebody else to make my day go by. So, anyway, so now at this point, this a lot of this is self-explanatory, but at the same time, I need to pull up my terminal on my other screen so that my open positions are can keep an eye on that. Okay, so this is an execution algo. This is not an algo that you run it and it makes money for you. That's not what happens. Each day you have to configure the algo. You need to put in the logic for the algo, and you can keep changing the logic as and when the day progresses, or you can set it on a fixed logic for the entire day. Now, what is happening here? I'm trading Bank Nifty. I'm trading this particular expiry. Each order that goes out gets punched for this size. Before making any adjustments, it waits for 5 ticks. So that's the max quantity I wanted to trade is 2,400. You can basically change all of this. You get the idea. Max price 500, as in it will never make any adjustments or do anything. It will basically just exit everything if the price goes above 500. This is the entry time I entered at this particular time. What is my call sell leg? What is my put sell leg? What is the hedges? I can set hedges to anything. I can set it to zero also. Previously, this was not there, but developed into you can have do this unhedged as well, right? And there are a bunch of automations. Now, I'll go over automations one by one. Basically, the first automation, which is price action, it basically means that if either strike, for example, the put, let's say we set this to 10. I have this turned off at the moment. You don't, I mean, you can use quite a few automations, so you can use no automations, depends on what logic you want for the day. So let's say I set this to 10 and 10, hypothetically. If it has shorted 50 and 50 put, so it has shorted at 49 and 52. If the price of the put goes up by 10, it will move away the put. If the price of the put comes down by 10, it will move the put closer. So very simple. If the difference between entry price and current market price is whatever you have set here, it will either move away or move closer. So there's no other logic here. That's the only thing. Price difference is what I've currently turned on, which is if the net difference between these two the LTP, is more than 30, it will bring the other option closer. So there's not much going on here. If I set this, for example, if this goes to 70 and this is trading at 40, the difference will become 30 and it will bring the 40 option closer. So that's the only thing there. Spot difference is how much distance you want to keep from the spot itself. So let's say at all points on an expiry, I want to be minimum 300 points away from the spot. So I set this to 30, it will always stay at 30. P&L, if I lose 25 points, it's 50,000. Exit, if I reach a little bit more than 25 points, book the profit. So not much going on there either. These two are alerts. I haven't used them much. And apart from that, there are a few other things you can choose. You want to adjust by moving one strike, or you want to move multiple strikes. That as well. You can do a basket order if you don't want to enter by premium. You want to enter at specific strikes. You can do that, and like it is basically fully configurable at the day. Like for example, if I wanted to enter a bullish position where I want to sell 100 rupees ka put, and I want to sell 50 rupees ka call, I can do that. Every single thing is configurable. And apart from this, so this is the automation section. This is the manual section. So yesterday I was manually trading Bank Nifty using this particular terminal. So think of this as a alternate terminal for primarily trading Strangles. So if you want to trade Strangles, you are using this. So if I want to, for example, I'm currently at 34,900 call and 35,000 put. If I want to move away half the quantity, if I want to move away half, by two strikes, or if I want to move away the full quantity, I can do it with single button click. So it becomes almost like playing a game. I mean, that's what I was doing yesterday, where I'm like, okay, move away, move two away. I'm using this interface where very simply with clicks of buttons, I can move. Let's say this price, call option price is going up. I'm expecting it to shoot further up. I will just click move away on the call option. It will move to the next strike or move to away, right? And it's more or less self-explanatory. This is the tool I'm using now. My main thing with any tool is that I need the execution to be really good. It's all about execution efficiency. How clean is it when it is making a change? Is there a delay? And what I found, and I've worked with quite a few developers, it is very clean. It doesn't make mistakes. So in my entire testing phase, so for the benchmark for an algo like this is not about is it making me money or not, because that is completely dependent on me. If I've set the right logic, if I've set the correct entry, if I've set the correct exit, the correct risk management, then it will make money or not make money. If I don't, it'll definitely lose me money, because this is just an alternate terminal. This is a way of just putting in your logic and having it executed. So it's the way of rating it also becomes, is it doing what it's supposed to do, how I've set it. So in my initial few days of testing, it was a pretty volatile period. I actually lost money on it, but I was very, very impressed with the fact that it did exactly what I wanted it to. It moved very efficiently. It placed the orders close to instantaneously, and where it was supposed to exit, it always exited. And the as the load built up, right? So right now also, if you see, this is running on a virtual machine, a VM. So because of that, even if my computer disconnects and whatnot, I'm currently still in Hyderabad. I'll be heading back to Bangalore and to the office probably end of this year. Since it's executing on a VM, it is extremely clean, and I've had a good experience with it. I'll probably make another video down the line about it, but as of now, this is something that I'm running parallelly, and I just wanted to point that out. Now, in case you all want to reach out to Amit, he didn't want his personal phone flooded, so he has opened a Twitter account, Trade Flow, I think. Yeah, Trade Flow. This is the company that is making it. You can contact them on these details. You can try out the product. You can take a demo from him. In fact, I was telling Amit the best way to demo a product like this is by having a live session during market. There is also one of his friends who has been testing it out live, called a software trader on Twitter. So he's been putting out live test results for I think a year plus. So you can check them out in case you all are interested. And this is to answer all the questions about what is the algo that we are using to trade back. So anyway, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.